What's going on, guys? It's Groove back again with another one from Gradually Then Suddenly by Lewis Parker. And if this is your first video, this is a book of a compilation of essays about Bitcoin, what it is, and some misconceptions about it. And in this video, we're going to be going over the infamous "Is Bitcoin a pyramid scheme?" So it starts out by saying, is a pyramid scheme bad? And the number one answer is yes, or I guess the only answer is yes. And you should run away from pyramid schemes as fast as you can. So what is a pyramid scheme? So a pyramid scheme is an investment fraud where you have a team of people and you need newcomers, you need new participants in order to pay the fees of the ones who are already in. And I kind of remember, when was this? It was back in like 2012, 2013. I had a few people that had joined this, I don't know what it was, but they would always travel, and they would have those signs, "I wish you were here" signs. And every time I would ask my friend about it, because they were always traveling, I'm like, "Hey, what is this?" And they would never explain to me what it is. They'd just be like, "Yo, come to an event. We're having another event on this day. Just come, just come." They would never explain to you what it is. I don't still fully understand what it is, but they needed new people to come in. So they would they would get travel points, and so they could go travel at more places and do more things. And then so if I joined, now I would have to get more people in so I can get my travel points up. And so that's what a pyramid scheme is. You need new participants in order to fund the rest of the people who are already in. All pyramid schemes eventually collapse. And so this is the number one reason why Bitcoin cannot be a pyramid scheme. It's not a company. There's no CEO. There's no sales team trying to sell you something. It doesn't qualify to be a pyramid scheme. The essay then goes into saying that, Bitcoin not being a pyramid scheme should be obvious, but people are still out there saying that it's a pyramid scheme and you need more people to come in for the price to go up. But that's not how it works. This is a technological shift. And so the person who wrote the essay talks about how, imagine we're in the 90s and you're trying to tell somebody, "Hey, Apple is going to be the company of the future. You need to get into this, or you should, buy these stocks on cell phones because this is going to be the future." Like, is that a pyramid scheme? Is telling somebody to get into Apple stock a pyramid scheme because you see this stock going up in price? You see it getting better because it's part of this, this technological shift. He said Bitcoin is that pretty much the same exact theme. Telling people about Bitcoin and getting them to get in does not mean that Bitcoin is a pyramid scheme. The value of Bitcoin trumps all else. And what is the value of Bitcoin? It is the perfect store of value. It is perfect money. And so telling somebody about this does not make the money go, or does not make the value go up. That is the value. Trying to wake people up to this fact isn't a pyramid scheme. You have found something that the world is still asleep to, and that does not quantify as a pyramid scheme. Just because you're telling somebody, "Hey, we found perfect money. Hey, we found the best store value. If you put your money into this, you can save it for later." That doesn't quantify it to be a pyramid scheme. It doesn't take away the value or the innovation that Bitcoin is better money. Bitcoin is not a company. There's no corporate team behind it. It doesn't tell you that it's going to pay you future dividends. Bitcoin is the money. It is not a future investment. It is money. This is another huge thing that people don't understand, let alone the pyramid scheme thing that it's not. The whole point of Bitcoin, it is better money. It is perfect money. Everything else is an investment. Everything else is, I'm going to take my dollars that I have, I'm going to put it into a vehicle like XRP. XRP is going to rise in price, then I will pull my dollars back out. You're not doing that with Bitcoin. It's not an investment. Bitcoin is the better money. Bitcoin is the best money. When we put our money from dollars into Bitcoin, we're not going back. Now, you can spend your Bitcoin later on, but we're not going to transfer it back out to dollars. That's what so many people do not understand about Bitcoin. It is the better money. We are opting out of the dollars that we're getting, and we are getting the better money. We're not using it as a vehicle. Everything else is a vehicle. Real estate is a vehicle. Stocks are a vehicle. You put your money in, the vehicle drives up, then you pull more money out later on. We're not doing that with Bitcoin. That's not the point of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is money. That makes Bitcoin the complete opposite of a get-rich-quick scheme, which is what all pyramid schemes are. There is no get-rich-quick. It's get-rich eventually. Now, yes, Bitcoin does need demand to drive the price up. It does need more people to buy it to drive the price up. But everything does. So Everything is not a pyramid scheme. Like, you know, real estate, we need people to want to buy houses for the price to go up. That's not a pyramid scheme. And so that kind of knocks that conversation out. Is, again, everything needs demand to maintain price. That's just the way of the world. When it comes to a pyramid scheme, those are manufactured. Bitcoin isn't manufactured like a pyramid scheme. Bitcoin, it operates off of a supply and demand basis. And because the supply is fixed and the demand keeps going up, the price will rise. That's how the price rises. Again, that fixed supply is so crucial. Like, even if the demand wasn't crazy, the price would still go up because every 4 years that supply gets cut in half. So in the end, no, Bitcoin is not a pyramid scheme. It is a monetary asset with a fixed supply. And it has perfect money qualities, which then makes the price go up over time, because the more people wake up to this, the more they adopt it, the more they opt out of dollars and they put all of their earned value that they've created into Bitcoin. And then over time, just because of that, the price rises because there's more buyers than there are sellers. And it's just that simple. So that's pretty much it for this one. Hopefully you guys got a nice understanding that Bitcoin is not a pyramid scheme and the price is not just going up because more people underneath you are buying it. And so this is, I hate that conversation so much online where people, oh, you're only telling people to buy Bitcoin because you got in earlier than them. Like, that's not it at all. Hopefully this took some of that away and you now understand what a pyramid scheme is and how Bitcoin is not a pyramid scheme. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.